Hey everybody, my name is Danny Maude. I'm here at the beautiful 13th at the Canterbury Golf Club in Kent, and this week I'd like to answer a question from one of my clients who asked me, Danny, with all the conflicting advice that you find on YouTube on the best way to swing a golf club, what is it? Is there a right way to swing a club? You know, is there a simple way to swing a golf club? And the reality is that there is no right way. If you have a look at the professionals on television, you'll see that many of them swing very differently, proving the fact that there is no right way. But I believe that there's possibly best practice, okay? Things that the best players in the world, they do have certain things they do on a regular basis that are quite similar, okay? So in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what those things are. I'm going to show you some of the pitfalls that I see when people are trying to learn the golf swing and try to help you avoid them, and at the end give you a couple of exercises that you can take away today to practice on the driving range or even practice at home to improve your golf swing. So let's get started. So the first thing to realize about a golf swing is it's an arc. It works around the body, okay, here, back to square and then around again. Now often what I find when I'm coaching people, obviously a lot of players, they want to hit a ball straight. So intuitively, they often feel like in order to hit a ball straight, we want to go straight back and straight through. And intuitive, that kind of seems correct. But unfortunately, that's not the case in golf. When we swing a golf club, what we want to do is we want to work the club away immediately around the body, back here, and then gradually it comes back into impact and then turns around here. The second thing, okay, when we look at the golf club, obviously, is the face, possibly the most important bit. So the same thing happens again when people are trying to learn the golf swing. They often keep the club face going very straight back like this, and then when they're coming through the shot, okay, they then try to keep it straight going through. And unfortunately, that's not how any of the best players swing. The golf swing is a rotational action. If you look at this one when I move back, when I turn my body away, you'll notice the face look or the toe of the club is actually pointing up to the sky here. And when we come back into impact, it's square, but then immediately starts to turn to point to the sky on the way through. So what's the easiest way that you can go about achieving this movement? So it's nice and simple and reasonably quick to learn. Well, the first thing I would do is I'd actually probably just throw a club down for the time being and do an exercise actually without hitting any golf balls whatsoever. And I'll show you this from both angles, but the first thing I want you to do is first of all get your posture so it's nicely bent over the ball, and then put your palms together, okay, so that if we look at this, your wrist here is directly in line with your sternum, okay? And then what we're going to do is, keeping this completely in line, what I'd like to do is just practice turning so that if we look here, my sternum and my wrists here are still completely in line. And then as we come back, we're simply going to turn back to the golf ball and through again. So you'll notice if I do this a little bit quicker, with the whole body and the arms are nicely coordinated, okay? Things to watch out for when we're doing this drill are simply this. Got to have the body nice over the golf ball. When you turn back to your right, you want to make sure that in a sense your thumbs here are pointing reasonably to the sky. If you do this, okay, and your thumbs are pointing this way, then basically that's you going straight back, okay? Also on the way through, if your thumbs are pointing that way on the way through, that's you trying to go straight again on the way through. So remember, this is a rotational movement. So palms together, sternum there, in the middle of the wrist, and we're simply going to practice turning to the right, stopping here, not going any further, just to here for now, and turning back through to the follow through. So I'll show you from this angle, see what it looks like. So from here, look, here we go. I'm turned to the right, turn to the left. Only going from there to there. So common problems. So inconsistency, a word that is rife when people come for golf lessons. How do I become more consistent? Well, with this swing, most people, unfortunately, in golf, they tend to use more arms than they actually do body. So what all this exercise is going to do is going to encourage you to use a little bit more body in the golf swing so that it coordinates and complements the movement of the arms. So from this angle here, as you can see, most people may start to do this. They move their arms away, and if you look now, look, where's my sternum? It's here. I've lost connection. start to move back, I'm now out of position. Same on the way through. They might start to do this on the way through, so the body's still facing here and the arms have gone, okay? So all we're doing here is this simple exercise, is get the body turning with the arms, so the sternum is going with the wrists, here and here, okay? What does this look like with the golf club? Well, very, very similar. Here we are, there's my sternum. Here's it in line with the golf club. We're going to turn it to there, where's my sternum, pointing at the shaft, back into here, and then through again to here. Nice simple exercise. Now what I do here is on a driving range, I'd actually start hitting a couple of shots, and I wouldn't go for any big shots. I'd probably be only hitting it 15, 20, 30 yards. And all I would do is simply move the body back to here, so the toes pointing to the sky, yeah, back through, and again to here, and it looks something like this. Okay, nice and simple, keeping everything very coordinated. Just watch out when you're doing this motion, we don't see this. What's happened here, there's the sternum, the arms have gone. We want to keep everything, if we can, very coordinated. It's not easy, but as you can see, if we do this, you can imagine that this is very repeatable with some practice. If you have any questions on this, please do put the comments in the comments box below, and I will answer them over the coming weeks.